All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 million on me, Jay-Z of 450 Splash FM. Yeah, I did that. Shout out Jay-Z. Hey, yo, Sean. Hey, shout out Sean Carter. Yeah.
It's The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock, Rockefeller. Hey, yo, B, you ready? Yeah.
Greatest open.
Greatest open we've had so far, bro. You already know. Intro beat by J Smash Beats. We're going to put the link in the description. It's our boy. It's our guy. Otherwise known as Pass.
That's right, governor. Baby. That's our governor. That's what I'm calling him.
Yo.
Governor.
Oh, man. I don't even know how to feel about. We may have to start over. No, but it's too late now. We're a minute in. It's too late. 450 Splash FM podcast, the most original name of all time. Podcast coming at you. We've got results from 10-11 all the way up to 10-18. And yesterday was some criminal activity. The G1, we'll get to the G1 when we get to the G1. That's all I got to say.
I'm going to have words. I'm going to leave it at that. I have words.
We got plenty of words.
Yeah.
We got your favorite snacks. Hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Jose's going to share a statement. Let's go. We're going to be talking about the King of the Ring, the Queen's Crown. Fun stuff. The Queen's Crown, they're doing great things with that. Really enjoying that.
Combined.
Thanks, John. Hey, thanks, John. Thanks, Ace. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, man. To their credit, I like what they're doing with the King of the Ring. The Queen's Crown, like I ain't for.
It just shows the total difference, and then the difference is like really the obvious thing. It's just I don't know.
It's quite sickening. We're gonna be talking about WWE Raw, WWE SmackDown briefly. And thank God, after Crown Jewel, this will be the last time for a while.
No. Put it. We're doing it very briefly. It's gonna be very brief. I can't do it.
Thankfully, after Crown Jewel, this will be the last time, unless something big happens, that we're gonna even cover Raw or SmackDown. We really wanted the tournaments involved.
Bridges.
Yeah, Bruce. Fuck you, Bruce. Fuck you, Bruce Pritchard. Okay. I might have to edit that out. So we just want to talk about the King of the Ring tournament, really, and the Queen's Crown. But since match number 1 of the Queen's Crown, they told us how to feel about that right away. Immediately, they told us how to feel about that.
Are we gonna talk about that right now?
No, we'll get to it when we get to it. We're also going to be. We probably will have reactions to Bound for Glory. I plan to watch. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah, I plan to watch.
I'm gonna say somebody get these hands when they cross the line, if you know what I mean.
Adrenaline rush.
Come on! Oh, I want to headbutt a Samoan right now. God. Speaking of, isn't this the anniversary of Kurt Angle's effing debut?
It was
yesterday.
Was it today? It was today, I think.
It was one of the last 2 days. Regardless, I remember watching that episode live on Spike TV, man.
The debut of the best version of Kurt Angle. Not personally. He was fighting demons during this time, like personally, but like
demons.
The best.
He was fighting Satan, bro. It wasn't no demons. He's fighting Satan himself.
The best version of Kurt Angle. Gracious with his. We saw a glimpse of it in SmackDown and ECW, but it fully came to its heels. Perk Angle.
I just popped a bean and I'm on a helicopter. God damn.
Man doing 450 splashes, doing front flips off the stage. This man did a headbutt on Samoa Joe immediately.
I never seen so many missed moonsaults in my life. I think Kurt got more torque on his moonsaults than Muda did, bro. No cap, bro. That man's back has to be screaming to this day.
In that era, Kurt Angle was my favorite cruiserweight. Bro was so skinny, bro.
He was, and you know what? He could have been. That doesn't work for me, brother. In his way through TNA, and he wasn't, man. He was putting people like Jay Lethal over. He didn't give a fuck, man. He had his brother in the ring in the baggiest pants I've ever seen in my life when he won on those belts. Eric Angle's pants. That man looked like he was in a flood, bro.
You know, who should have took notes of
Flared
putting
out.
people over? Jeff Jarrett, but
you don't talk about the Ace of Impact like that.
That's why the Dwight's left.
Oh,
King-
jeez. All right.
Oh,
Jeff, if you ever
He
listen to
ain't
this,
lying.
I apologize. You're the greatest NWA champion we've ever seen.
No, greatest.
man,
greatest.
does Jeff Jarrett even have a full man?
Ain't I great? WCW Jeff Jarrett was phenomenal, by the way. I love WCW Jeff Jarrett. Chosen One?
Chosen.
I love Chosen One.
When WCW was on his last legs.
Yes, it was good. You know,
He did.
we
He
can
was running around with that guitar, man.
honestly, we can give Vince Russo all the crap he wanted, but he tried his ass off to get young people in there and new people that were not in their 40s in there. And them older dudes were just like, it doesn't work for me, brother, because they got Eric Bischoff put them in such a hole, man. But we're not getting into that.
See,
Vito
I
Deuce deserved it.
understand
That's
what
all I
you're
gotta
trying to say. I see what you're trying to say.
We're not
but
getting
when
into it.
you doing a San Francisco 49ers on
Understandable.
a pole match,
Yeah, absolutely.
you can't forget it.
Can't
bruh.
even be upset with that. I will give a shout out for the Natural Born Thrillers for Air Raid. That was cool. For him he had James Storm and Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted. They started out there. And that's about all the praise.
Buddy also had SEX Sports Entertainment Extreme.
And he kept pushing Mike Sanders. His gimmick was he was above average. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He was just above average, man.
No. He had
We can
Disco
all relate.
Inferno.
We can all relate
Disco
to him.
Inferno was the #1 man in the stable, bruh. Like, come on. It's just, what is that?
We can all relate to Mike Sanders. We are all above average.
Yeah.
Listen,
whatever the-
listen.
His finisher
all
was
of that-
what was his
all-
finisher? The 3.0.
something stupid. Like
I'm pretty sure I saw on a shoot that Gregory Helms is the one that came up with the name for that. Probably right before he
Gregory
threw a
Helms
water bottle
is-
at Buff Bagwell's head and started
Already
fighting.
envisioned.
He's a part of a lot of great things, so I wouldn't be
He had the
surprised.
Sugar Babies. I love some Sugar Shane, man. Phenomenal.
He's underrated. He's underrated. One of the greatest. matches.
Ironically, he was Todd's wrestler of the week the first week we did that. We'll get into
Yes,
mine.
no, look,
We'll get into mine here in just a second, though. Nice segue there. You like that segue I just made? Let's go. What were you gonna say, Todd? Before I cut you off 3 times?
Oh yeah, I'm a sadist right now. Roddy Piper went on live television and asked Vince Russo, "Did you kill Owen Hart?" That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
All right, we're done talking about NWA TNA, man. Weekly paper. We're done talking about that. Let's just get right into Wrestler of the Week. Jose nominated me to pick Wrestler of the Week, which obviously means I nominate 566 because process of
No, that's
elimination.
not how it works. You
Yes,
can
it is.
obviously just skip over me. But
That's not how that works, G. And Jose specifically gave me the option of picking a woman's wrestler. Originally, I immediately had someone in mind, but apparently it was too damn obvious. So I decided to dig a little deep cut, dig a little deeper, and maybe use this as an opportunity to shine a light on someone that people that are listening or people that I am discussing wrestling with here may not know about, that I can put them onto this wrestler. I wasn't going to do the same wrestler, same match, because everyone else did, and even though it's not the theme, I wanted to be different, but I'm going to do it this time because you have to see this fucking match. There is no doubt about it. It's on YouTube. It's not hard to find. You look for the person's name. It's the first fucking thing that you see. My wrestler of the week, and I hope I pronounced this right, is Akira Hokuto. Akira Hokuto, and the match is her versus Manami Toyota at AJW Destiny 1995. If Dave Meltzer was in here, he would cream his ever-loving pants that I just mentioned that match. Absolutely, he would. Honestly, I've only seen this match twice. One time was the first time I stumbled upon it looking for a woman's wrestler. I had a couple in mind, but I wanted to refresh my memory on them so I would know kind of what I was talking about just from memory alone. And I stumbled upon this match, and then I went and watched it again because it was just so fucking good. Destiny 1995, All Japan Women's, because All Japan Women's fucking fucks. Raw. It fucks. It fucks hard. It folds you up. You feel me? It folds you up. This match, please, whenever you have the chance, please watch this. This is 1985, and there are reverse ranas and shotgun drop kicks from the top rope to the floor like it's nothing. Moves that I cannot believe were happening in the mid-90s at all. Joshi wrestlers, everyone that's talking about the women's revolution, the Joshi wrestlers, I'll be the first one to admit I don't pay attention to much of them. I don't. Time zones, and it's already hard enough for me to keep up with New Japan, but I go out of my way to keep up with that. And the 90s, there's no wonder people like are always talking about it, or I don't even want to say overhyped, but are always talking about how great all the matches are, because these two are two of the like greatest to ever do it. And I was gonna pick Manami Toyota as my women's wrestler, but since 566 decided to call me out on it, I went a different direction, and I just picked an opponent with one of her best matches ever. I absolutely love this match, and I can't give enough praise. You have to watch it. That's all I gotta say.
You sold it on me, bro. You should put a link up.
Yes.
If you upload it on the YouTube video, so you should have a link up.
Yes, I'm gonna put it in the comments of the YouTube video. And if you're listening on Spotify, go on YouTube. It's Manami Toyota versus Akira Hakuto, AJW Destiny 1995. It's 25 minutes long. Fantastic. I'll even put it in our Discord too, just so I don't forget.
Or look out for our Twitter too. We just post it on there.
Yes.
If
you're not following our Twitter, please do. Any notifications will be sent there immediately right away, first thing. And if you want to follow it, it is at 450 Splash WP. That's how you can follow our Twitter. We're looking to engage a little more on all of our social medias with you guys. So if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions they want, things they want to hear about more, things they want to hear about less, that's how you can hit us up if you're not doing the YouTube comments. But yeah, that's my wrestler and match. I do hope I'm saying her last name right. I think it is Hakuto. I've always thought it was Hakuto. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm looking like a fucking idiot, but
no,
whatever.
Your Japanese is Ichiban.
Thank you. Straisi. That's not even. That's Lana. Anyway, so 566, you are nominated for Wrestler of the Week and Match of the Week next week. Doesn't have to be the same.
Stipulations?
I feel like if I put a stipulation on it, it's gonna build up stipulations for every single time that someone does something, and I don't know if I want that trend to keep going. But I'm gonna do it anyway. 566, you have to pick a tag team.
Ooh.
Has to be a tag team.
Damn, that's crazy. I guess I will be here next week.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Why was it thinking that too?
I literally know that I was too. That's the first team that came to mind.
And you literally picked. That's the
Wait a
first
minute.
team that came to mind.
Wait a minute. Did we just? Is all of our GOAT tag team the Dudleys?
No.
Okay. That's the
Top
first team that all popped in our head. I'm sorry.
Top 5, but they're
Not
a
my
memorable tag team.
Absolutely.
They're a memorable tag team.
Oh, I gotta find me a shitty
Which
tag
team were you thinking?
We ain't getting no good wrestler.
The theme that I was thinking of
I'll
was
go
the.
pick I'll go.
Oh, I thought you said theme.
I'll go pick fucking Divine and Bubba Ray Dudley, boy. But you know, you came in and everybody singing the damn theme.
Good, man. That's how do you think I felt, bro?
I'm picking a Dookie tag team. Y'all gonna have to deal with that.
You should pick the Motor City Machine Guns. Wow, who said that? Who said that?
Pick the Heartthrobs. Pick the Heartthrobs. I love them. Yeah, I agree. Whoever said that. I don't know.
Tag team wrestling almost got ruined for me when I saw the Dicks. That's all I asked.
Really? Jim and I didn't put you over, or the new Road Warriors with Heidenreich? Honestly, I wanted when Heidenreich and Road Warrior Animal were a team, I wanted Heidenreich to have paint so fucking bad the entire time. And then for almost the entire run, he didn't. And then he finally got paint. And I grabbed the Sharpie and I had a Heidenreich figure and I put paint on his face.
I love Giant Heidenreich. He was dope.
He was great. For what he was given, we'll give it to him. All right, well, let's just nosedive into these really briefly here. We have Raw from October 11th. Obviously, the whole thing that's been going on the last couple weeks is on every fucking show. Can they coexist? Can the champion and who he's facing coexist in a tag match? I don't know. I didn't know why I said that like that. I've been watching a lot of WCW 2000, 2001, and Scott Hudson is constantly in my ear.
May I kindly ask you why?
I said the same thing. Like, why?
I like it. That's the only thing I got. I like it. For me, Nitro. I don't watch Thunder, but I'll watch the Nitros. Normally I don't watch the pay-per-views unless there's a match that intrigues me so fucking much I have to. But Nitro, they're fine. It's not doesn't feel too long. The matches aren't 1997 abysmal in terms of being 30 minutes for the first match. You know, it's okay. Sure, there's Fat Trick Thriller, that 70 guy, Mike Awesome, but there's things you just have to work around. You just gotta work around that. You just gotta work around it.
Even the Misfits and GI, bro.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Lieutenant Loco, man. That's Chavo Guerrero, baby. Chavo Guerrero, Lieutenant Loco.
Great gimmicks.
What about General Erection? Huh? General Erection. What about Major Guns? Or or GI Bro.
Man, we don't need to do this, man.
All right,
we don't need to do this.
Raw is pretty much based around Drew McIntyre and Big E talking about how they'll have the championship match at Crown Jewel. And, you know, they're showing them the respect on each other, and they're bumping meat and all that stuff. And the Usos come out, and they're like, Yahoo! Hey, yo, y'all gonna face the Tribal Chief of Survivor Series, whoever wins. And then Big E and McIntyre are like, okay, that's fine. But how about tonight we face y'all? And they face them in a tag match, and that's that.
Don't get in. Wait, let me guess. Hold on. Let me guess what they did. One of them went for their finisher, right? And the other one tagged them in and hit his finisher on them. And they were mad at each other. Is that how it ended? Or I might be wrong here.
The match actually, the Usos beat them via countout because Big E and McIntyre got into a fight. The show ended, everyone's fighting each other, and McIntyre hits Big E with a Claymore, and he's just standing victorious because that's what he does. It's not even a good accent. Why did I do that? And then there's the old RK Bro and almost AJ stuff. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. Like, I enjoy it, but, you know, like, at this point, man, like, AJ Styles probably having, like, great run to his career. I just want him with one more singles run, you know? But, like, at the same time, almost kind of needs AJ, so, like...
Honestly, man,
kind of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation.
I'm just trying to see a Southern boy with the farmer strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. You want to be next. You're going to get respect because ain't nobody breaking his big-ass redneck. Don't know why I said that. His theme song has awful lyrics. But Riddle's in the ring with Omos, and then he thinks there's going to be another sneak attack, bro. And he calls for Randy to come out. But earlier in the show, Randy told him that Riddle's on his own. And then almost beats him after hitting him with like a double-headed chokeslam. And then after the match, AJ tries to hit the Styles Clash. Orton's music plays, but he's nowhere to be found. And he's just out of nowhere and RKO's him because that's what he does. Austin Theory beat Jeff Hardy. They did a more shit with the fucking camera. Sure. Austin Theory, who's never been on Raw ever in his life, his only second appearance ever in life on Raw. He's never been here before. Didn't you guys know that, you fucking idiots?
And he's rolling up a Hall of Famers.
Oh, man.
Hey. Listen, it's the role's flagrant. The role's flagrant. But, hey, at least like they're kind of doing something with, like, the younger star with the older star.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like... They don't need to do the rematch because like they did that like last week and then they do it this week and it was like constant rematches, man. Like
good stuff. It's great stuff.
Yeah. Definitely want to see rematch for these guys.
Yeah, why watch the pay-per-view when on Raw you'll get the exact same match again? See that we're circling back to Nitro. There's the same shit with Nitro. Okay.
Why y'all in here using logic?
Why is Booker T beating Scott Steiner just for on Nitro, Scott Steiner to beat him back for the belt? Why'd they trade the belt 4 times?
Because WCW.
I don't know why I keep going into that. Jinder Mahal beats Kofi and ruins any opportunity of us having Kofi and Xavier in the semifinals. That sucked. Sasha and Bianca Belair versus Becky and Charlotte ends in a no contest because WB. Belair turns on Banks. And then they're all fighting. Becky stands tall at the end of it with Charlotte looking on, of course, because, you know, she's Becky. Doudrop beats Natalya to advance to the semifinals of the Queen's Crown. That's cool. And then the Usos beating Biggie and Drew happened, and that was pretty much Raw summed up in a nutshell. Mustafa Ali turned on Mansoor also after they lost to Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. And then Xavier beating Ricochet, obviously advancing to the semifinals, was awesome. And Shayna Baszler beating Dana Brooke. So pretty much the finals are starting to look kind of wild. Obviously, we know what the finals are now, since this is recorded after Raw.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into my favorite show of the week, the 10-12 episode of NXT 2.0. The name 2.0 is really growing on me. At first, I hated it. Now, I can't stop calling it what it is.
Just more things to say, though.
Yeah. Version 2. Oh, yeah, you know? And the show opens with Joe Gacy sitting in the middle of the ring. Of course, sitting in a chair like he always does. He calls Tommaso Ciampa the walking example of toxic masculinity.
Takes one to know one, pal.
Oh, man, this gimmick. And then he has championship privilege. Gacy claims he represents his snowflakes, which is the NXT universe. NXT fans.
Is it weird that I thought this gimmick had more potential, but then they just kind of like...
I think this dude is just scratching the surface. I think he's just trying to see what he can get away with.
Yeah, I feel like it's just been on the nose lately. Like when he first like introduced it, it was like, oh, could they be subtle with it? But now they're just kind of like trigger warning and like snowflakes and toxic masculinity.
Oh man,
Who does this guy remind you of? I turned to think
he reminds me of you, honestly.
You look like
Fuck
a
you.
Kevin Owens.
Olive Garden Kevin.
Olive Garden
Like
Kevin
Olive
Owens.
Garden Kevin
oh
Owens.
my god.
Jesus.
You can't say
Christ.
that, he will get offended.
God.
Anyway, so he wrestles Ciampa. If he wins, he gets put into the match at Halloween Havoc. So I bet you didn't know this. Ciampa beats him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey man, thank
Yeah.
God that he does. Man.
So
Thank God that he did.
Joe Gacy, I'm pretty sure Gacy's last name of like a former serial killer or like, isn't it like John Wayne Gacy? You know what? Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that on this podcast. There's enough of those podcasts.
We don't do those type of podcasts.
There's enough of those out there if you want to listen to those. So yeah, he loses. If he would have won, he would have been added to the match between Ciampa and Bray. Sorry, had that pronounce the extra K in there.
You're sick.
And then after the match, Harland attacks Ciampa, just puts his titties right into his face. And he grabs Gacy by the head, and Gacy takes his hand and starts caressing Harland's face slowly and smiling, while Harland has his fist full of Gacy's face. And then he just lets Gacy go, and Gacy runs away because he's a fucking weirdo. That was weird. After that match, Toxic Attraction come out. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane challenge Io Shirai and Zoe Stark for their women's NXT titles, Halloween Havoc. It's announced. And then Mandy Rose also challenges Raquel Gonzalez, the greatest women's wrestler to ever do it, Jose, for the NXT women's title.
Misses no charisma. I just show my back. I'm sorry.
That back looking kind of. You know what? Let's not do that. So yeah, the Toxic Attraction looking to Evolution themselves, or Four Horsemen themselves, or other stables who've had all the belts themselves,
or in it with nothing.
Or end it with nothing. It's fair, absolutely fair.
What are they doing in that division, bro?
I don't know. Shout out Bruce Pritchard, the absolute genius. Zion Quinn.
I mean, they're doing stuff. They're doing stuff, but I mean, I don't know.
Who knows?
It's kind of wild to see like all the old NXT ideas, and they can't necessarily just like retcon it or like remove it completely with like the new like NXT 2.0. So they kind of have to like keep some of the same people there, some of the same like titles there, some of the same storylines there, but they kind of have to like work with it like hand in hand kind of thing. Honestly, I find it pretty interesting.
Yes, it's
Like,
good. It's good.
yeah.
It's a good problem to
I don't,
have.
I don't find it bad. I just find it very interesting.
Yes, and that's what makes me tune in every week. There's something interesting happening. It's the only show that doesn't feel like WWE, which is so weird because Vince and Bruce Pritchard literally run it. It's insane. I don't know. I don't know. The NXT fans feel very vintage NXT. Not to steal Michael Cole's word there, but there's people that would get super over with the NXT crowd. Obviously, I know I mentioned this last week with, motherfucker Tony D'Angelo. Huh? Hey, I'm walking here. Oh. I'm a fucking wise guy, motherfucker. But hey, I'm walking here. The people that get over with this crowd, and it's beautiful to see. But to move on from that, Zion Quinn pins Malik Blade. Malik Blade seems to be the jobber of choice for.
Who you said?
Zion Quinn.
I thought you said Zion Williamson.
No, Zion Quinn is he's oh god, what's his name? He's big and brolic. He used to play rugby. I can't remember his real name, but yeah, he absolutely desecrated Malik Blake, who was trained by Devon Dudley. Not that that matters, but yeah, it's whatever. And then we get a vignette for a mysterious wrestler, superstar, or whatever Vince likes to call him, superstars, so, who claims that they will bury the past so they can start again and will debut at Halloween Havoc. I don't know. I think
People are saying that it's Dakota Kai, which like big rip to her if because like she was wrestling on a main event, was she not?
No way she's still in NXT. There is no way.
Honestly, man, you wanna know how much I watch WWE? I thought she got drafted.
No. She was like wrestling on main event with like Aaliyah.
Yeah, I do remember that. She was doing dark matches on SmackDown too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the big dog?
The big dog. But I guess we'll see. When I first seen it, I didn't pay much attention to it. I actually have to go back and watch that vignette again to see if there's any like hidden obvious secrets in there. But I did see people saying Dakota Kai, which sure. I love Dakota Kai. She's awesome. She's great. She's a fellow big dog, fellow big boy. So anything she wants, I support it. And in case you didn't know, Raquel Gonzalez accepts Mandy Rose's challenge, but the match will be a spin the wheel, make the deal match. Oh boy, I wonder whose idea that was. Oh yeah. Baby, Bruce Pritchard.
Anything with the wheel. Anything with the wheel, a box. Anything realistic.
And don't forget Birth too.
Yeah.
It's Bruce Pritchard written all over it.
So yeah, good old classic. The wheel always reminds me of Eric Bischoff's Vegas, the Raws in Vegas when Bischoff did the Raw Roulette. Good times, honestly. The only match that pops in my head from those Raw Roulettes is a Legend Killer match for Randy Orton, and he faces Sergeant Slaughter. That's the only thing that comes to my head. I remember watching that live as a child. Next, Ivy Nile with the Diamond Mind, which, if you didn't know, was Malcolm Bivens and Coach Hachiman, the Creed brothers, Roderick Strong. A little stable. Roderick Strong stable is what I call it. Beats Valentina Feroz. Feroz? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. In her NXT debut. So there was that. After the match, Ikemen Jiro motions the NXT title around his waist because the champion is Roderick Strong. And then, all that fun stuff happens. Actually, Julius Creed beats him in a match. One of the Creed brothers. The Diamond Mine attack him. And after the match, he's saved by Kushida. Please sign. Please, hold on. Push this top. Please sign Alex Shelley and just please give us the Time Splitters.
You think that Kushida's fighting demons? No. Because like Triple H tried to get this man.
He was so horny for this guy.
Forever.
For 4 years. He offered him a contract for 4 straight years.
And now he finally came to NXT, but by the time he came to NXT, like everything's just like different now.
Oh man, and I don't know.
I don't know where his place is with the new NXT, anyways.
Yeah, who knows? We have an Andre Chase University classroom segment, which they're pretty good. Andre Chase is one goofy looking fucker though. He talks about Odyssey Jones and LA Knight's match last week, and then the lesson for the show is ring awareness, saying that Jones should have to put his foot on the rope instead of below, where the film shows Chase pushing Jones's foot back in the ring, of course. And he says that Odyssey Jones,
I kind of like how he gives like he's telling like the baby face like, oh, overcome my cheating.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's literally like, overcome me
Dumbass.
screwing you, you fucking idiot. How dare do you want to be a good wrestler? Do you want to make it in this business? Fucking idiot. And he says Odyssey Jones doesn't have the ring awareness it takes to be in NXT, and he should probably just fucking leave.
Man, he acting like an NFL scout
Yeah.
with that like low
IQ.
football IQ.
Yeah, he doesn't have it for the NFL.
Special
But
right
Justin
there.
Fields cooking him up. Some student named Brandon asks if what Chase did was illegal, pushing his foot back in the ring. To which Chase snaps at him and tells him to go to the hall where Steve is in the dumbass class. Yikes. He pretty much, yeah, right on the nose with that one too, Brucey.
So fucked up to say about somebody.
Yeah, man. Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly beat Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. That team of Pete Dunne and Rich Holland's fucking cooked.
Ain't one of them.
Yeah, man. If Pete Dunne just why did Pete Dunne sign an extension if he's losing to Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly, man?
Kyle O'Reilly in the gutter while he talking
Good.
about people in
Good.
the gutter. Kyle
Good.
O'Reilly
Black
died.
hole of charisma. Oh, I can throw punches in the air and I have a stupid mohawk.
They put that boy in hell when they put him up against Adam Cole. Nobody was booing
They
Adam
put him
Cole.
in
Why
hell
did
when
do that
they
to him?
made him fake a seizure. That's when he was put in
yeah,
hell.
I forgot about that too.
That's wild. Triple H, Paul, you're wild for that one. You reached on that one, Paul.
So crazy.
Wow, I ain't gonna lie.
Duke Hudson beats Grayson Waller. As Hudson is celebrating, he throws a poker chip at Waller, telling him better luck next time, because he's the Duke. And then just to fall back to a quick right after, like immediately after the Andre Chase segment before this match, they cut to Tony D'Angelo, and he's talking about his debut last week, how successful he was. He's standing in front of a white car, and he's celebrating at Lash Legend show. You know, he wanted to, last week he said, make me a guest. You know, she made some Soprano reference that was super fucking lame, and then he shows up to the show and he talks to this producer, telling him that there's been a scheduling conflict. D'Angelo tells him to forget about it, and he walks off the screen, where the car starts shaking, insinuating that he has stuffed someone in the trunk of the car.
Right? They had to.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
This morning.
Got yourself a gun.
Self a gun.
And then we have Indy Hartwell and Persia beat Saray and Amari Miller. After the match, Parada grabs the mic and challenges Shirai and Stark for the titles. Shirai and Stark come out and argue a bit with Hartwell and Parada when, of course, Toxic Attraction come out. And they all brawl. And the last one standing is Shirai and Stark, the champs. After that match, you see Grayson Waller set up a date with this woman in a blue dress. Cameron Grimes shows up asking how Waller did that, baby. I've been looking for me a nice, beautiful girl. Waller suggests that Grimes cleans up his appearance and shows him, quote, dating apps.
Please don't change his character.
Oh, man.
Honestly, at this point, Cameron Grimes is so gold that I feel like he can make anything work. Because Cameron Grimes is slept on. He's so slept on. I love Cameron Grimes. He's my favorite dude in the old NXT, and hopefully he'll be my favorite dude in like the new NXT.
He's awesome.
I don't know what their plans are for him though.
Every feud he's been in, he's made work. since he started. So hopefully he's one of those like versatile guys that they have around for a while. They can pretty much they can call upon him to do anything and he'll do it. So
He's so talented, and like just because like he's like a nice comedy dude, people kind of forget that like he's also a very capable wrestler as well.
yeah, man, those double foot stomps, God, they come from anywhere. That's all I remember him doing. Like the first thing that comes to my head for him is double foot stomps. It's sickening, in a good way. But next there is a coming soon vignette for Solo Sikoa. Interesting. A lot of vignettes.
Who are you people?
We'll find out.
Koa to me.
We'll find out. Yeah. And then we have the main event, which I was very excited about. Isaiah Swerve Scott, Shane Strickland, whatever you want to call him, defends the NXT North American Championship against Santos Escobar.
Oh, you right. That nigga did defend his belt for the first time.
And man, was that a good fucking match. If you didn't watch the match, it was good. It was really good. If you watch Lucha Underground, Killshot and King Cuerno had some fire-ass matches and have some amazing chemistry. And if you didn't know, Killshot is Swerve and King Cuerno, who I didn't know till Jose told me, like, earlier in the year, is Santos Escobar, who was my favorite Lucha Underground wrestler at the time. And I always wondered whatever happened to him and just never bothered to look up whatever he was doing or who he was or anything. They had a really good match. Swerve wins, which shocked me, considering he's going to SmackDown. But after the match, Carmelo Hayes, who won the NXT Breakout Tournament, earned a title shot whenever he wanted for any NXT title. And he comes in and raises Scott's arm and then decks him with a clothesline. Trick Williams gives Hayes his contract. That's his boy. He signs it, and they get the referee to start the match. And then Carmelo Hayes is the new NXT North American champion, beating Swerve to end the show. What do we think of that? Carmelo Hayes.
Happy for him.
Personally, I like that it wasn't like right for the NXT title, I guess. I kind of like that it was something different. I do enjoy that they used it for the North American title. Kind of made it feel like it was there, because obviously when you cash the Money in the Bank, it only makes sense to go for the biggest title. Yeah. But wouldn't it have been funny if someone was like, yeah, you know what, I want to be Intercontinental Champion? It would have been. It would have been hilarious.
They just had to get the belt off that nigga Swerve Scott anyway. That nigga ain't defended that. He's had it just. And I don't think he's defended it. I think that's his first defense.
I'm pretty sure that was his first defense.
And I also think it was because they weren't sure what they were going to do with Hit Row, so they didn't want him to drop the belt right away, or they didn't want him to start defending it a whole bunch or getting a feud. I think that's why he never defended it for like the. Speaking of Hit Row,
I can't believe. Why are we talking about Hit Row? Why are people mad at Top Dollar over some sneakers?
They need to defend the legacies of the Young Bucks.
Did anybody else see that? Like, you're mad over sneakers. Grow up. You're scaring the woman.
Literally, wrestling fans just get mad at anything.
Like, grow up, bro. That's shoes, man.
Y'all arguing over men in tights, man. Get over it.
You don't get the obsession of shoes. It's just shoes.
That and people are so.
He just called them fake sneakerheads. Ooh. There's somewhere they'll live, bro.
Come at me.
Cares, bro. It's just shoes, man.
And then there's so many people. There's so many like brand affiliate people, man.
People just ran up to defend the legacy.
Don't come at our Young Bucks. The same Young Bucks got rid of their Twitter because y'all were annoying the fuck out of them. Keep that in mind.
Come at my Young Bucks. Okay,
to top it off, there's a supersized SmackDown.
Hooray!
Woo!
Hooray!
Which was 30 minutes longer than normal. Edge and Seth Rollins start off the show talking about their Hell in a Cell at Crown Jewel. Edge is sitting in the chair like he always does, talking about, Seth breaking into his house, he tells Seth that he will scar his soul inside Hell in a Cell. Interesting.
Seth Rollins gonna curse off his ass for good.
Apparently with his nose, yeah.
He's gonna curse some of them off for good.
Yeah, he's gonna end them.
Be fine.
There's a hype package informing the WWE Universe that next Friday is when drafted superstars move brands for both shows. They hate people in the video, such as Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, New Day, and Charlotte.
Oh wait, so they say they moving the people this Friday, right? This upcoming Friday. Okay.
Yep.
Why is Bianca Belair been on Raw like every? You know what?
It starts this Friday. So
I know.
the last 2 weeks, since people are technically drafted other brands, they're just showing up on every show now because like I'm on this brand technically, so they're pretty much building for Survivor Series. That's all it is.
If you could call it building.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through all the promos first and the matches because it's just quicker that way to end the pain of this. Seth Rollins in the ring doing his routine. Laughing that he does, his nasal laugh. Saying the best joke he's heard in some time is how Edge thinks he has a chance of beating him at Crown Jewel. And I have to just stop and we have to talk about the suit that Seth was wearing.
The drip? Oh, the immaculate suit. Oh my god.
He looked like a lackey for Harley Quinn, and I absolutely loved it.
No troll him and that nigga. That nigga has ruined the word drip for me. He's won.
Thank God. Thank God. I hated that
worry,
word anyway.
Man.
Wait, he didn't ruin the word. He personifies that word.
Yeah, he personifies it.
Congratulations, Seth Rollins. You ruined the word for me. Just like MJF ruined the word mid. Congratulations.
Y'all need to find that costume designer and send him to jail, bro.
No. Send him to
crazy
heaven.
Ass.
Send him to heaven.
Send him to my house. I need some new drip. That Seth says that he has got physical and mental advantages over Edge. After Edge admitted that Seth Rollins is not Edge light, but he's Seth frickin' Rollins. Becky, give me a kiss, Becky. And then he ends the promo by saying, fairy tale ending the feud with Edge. It's gonna end differently because Seth is revolutionary. He is the visionary. He is Seth frickin' Rollins. It was a good promo. It was actually the last thing I watched on that SmackDown because I had to do something that was better than watching it because the next segment was the new episode of everybody's favorite Happy Talk with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. Yeah!
How did Corbin go from I want to see this nigga on my TV screen to I don't want to see him in a matter of?
Because he's such a good heel.
Hold up. I want to ask you guys a question here.
Go
here. Who is the current Intercontinental Champion?
Isn't it Apollo Crews? No, it's Shinsuke. Jesus Christ.
The only reason I know is because Shad put it in the notes. Thank you, Shad.
Sometimes I just forget.
Yeah, me
Honestly,
too. I also forget how ugly that belt looks. Yeah, I forget that a lot. I'd rather that belt be a white strap with a big W in the middle with a colorful background than it look how it looks right now. I really would. The special guest for tonight's Happy Talk is, can anyone guess? It's Madcap Moss! Because he's been the guest every single week besides 1 week and Kevin Owens was and came out and stupidly got beat up. Moss continues to make the worst fucking jokes known to man, and it makes Baron Corbin laugh, Happy Corbin laugh uncontrollably. And some of the jokes are about Kevin Owens, which makes Corbin and Moss laugh their ass off. Moss laughing at his own jokes. Spawn Jose there. Moss is about to tell a joke about, But they'll tell a joke about McIntyre, but it's cut off by Rick Boogs and his guitar. You know, he's shredding it. He's got on his bibs, his overall. He's got the one strap off, his nipples out, looking sexy. And following Boogs, which is an awful last name, by the way. Boogs, Rick Boogs. I mean, I guess it's better than Bugenhagen, but I would have just made it.
Bugenhagen is something cool though. I liked it. Just sounds like booger to me, bro.
I would have just made it. Yeah, I would have just made it Bugs, like Birdman Lugs. So Boogs.
Yeah, Lugs.
Shout out Lugs.
I know y'all niggas ain't just say Lugs.
This stream is sponsored by Birdman Lugs.
No, it is not.
Lugs hit us
it's
up.
not.
Master
Lugs.
Flex has lugs.
Lugs, hit us up, man. We want to sponsor. I'll wear the fuck out some lugs, bro. Give me some lugs. Give me the lugs jackets.
You can wear them alone, man.
Yeah, you got that one, man. I'm not on that train.
And I sprayed myself with some bod.
Check out that bod. You know what?
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm drinking. I'm gonna make a wild drink here. I'm gonna mix my bod and my Stacker 2 together while I'm wearing my Birdman lugs.
Yes.
Goddamn, your heart gonna explode.
Those commercials are crazy, bro.
And don't worry, the chaser to that mixed drink will be a YJ Stinger, baby. Yeah.
Your goddamn chest is gonna explode. You gonna die. Dude.
Oh, man.
How would you do that?
I had to
to
take a
yourself?
break from the Castro GTX high mileage oils.
Man, bro.
Oh man.
Just banger.
Banger
the
after
commercial,
banger. Remember
the commercial.
Remember
the
the
commercials
one
were
that
better
was
than
like,
some of the action on Raw.
yes, they do the rerun. Remember the one that was like, tobacco is wacko if you're a teen. Anyway, wow, got off topic.
It was a cartoon show. That shit was a literal whole live action cartoon show.
Literally, man. Honestly, genuinely, it was like the was it the KVC the boombox kaboombox?
Uh-huh.
My God. Anyway, they rock out with Pat McAfee at ringside. So Boogs and Shinsuke interrupted them, came out, and just sat at ringside because that's all Shinsuke does now. And then the Street Profits came out, and they headed the ring to face the Usos.
Really good match. I watched this match.
Finn Balor beat Sami Zayn to advance to the finals of the King of the Ring, Crown Jewel. He'll face the winner of Jinder Mahal and Xavier Woods, which will be decided on Raw Monday, which already was decided.
Why is Jinder?
And we'll go over that.
Oh yeah, we already know who's going. My bad.
Yeah, we'll go over that. Don't worry. We'll go over it. Before the match between Naomi and Sonya Deville, Sonya tells Naomi that she left her office too early before finishing the details of her match. So it is now a handicap match. Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler team up because they're MMA people, and they win. Zelina Vega faced Carmella with the help of Liv Morgan to advance to the finals. Zelina Vega in the finals. She'll face the winner of Doudrop and Baszler on Raw Monday.
Good for her, man.
In request of 566, Shad says, I timed the entire match to be 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh, thank you. So what? I had to go through the fight. I'm gonna tally up all the matches when I get my
Zelina
own
Vega and
time.
Carmella, who are at least decent in the ring, at least, regardless of what you think of them, at the very minimum, they can at least wrestle, whatever, or sports entertain. Literally get 2 minutes and 45 seconds, but Rick Boogs and Shinsuke got longer than that coming to the ring doing nothing.
Right, and rocking out with Pat McAfee.
And not that that's bad, but how are you going to expect me, or any of the four of us, or anyone watching, to take the Queen's crown the littlest bit of serious?
They're not taking it seriously, bro.
It's
They're not.
What the fuck?
It's like it's barely averaging all the matches. It's barely averaging just 2 minutes.
I bet all the
Listen.
matches added up aren't even a half hour. Honestly, they're probably not.
No, the women matches they're 10 minutes.
That's sad.
No.
Hey,
thanks, Ace. Johnny Ace.
20.
Hey, thanks, Johnny Ace,
I don't
okay?
think they go get 20
You
minutes
saved
elapsed in
women's
especially in
wrestling.
Saudi.
oh fuck
They're
no.
not getting 20.
They're getting two.
They're not getting that long.
They're getting two.
You could do 7 to 10. That'd be kind of fair.
It's 100% fair.
There are G1 matches that are lesser than that. You could do 10.
It's
you could do 7 to 10 minutes.
But again, thanks Johnny Ace. Thank you for saving the women's division yet again, doing what you do best.
Anytime, Randy.
Thank you, okay? Thank you. Now, let me show you how to do the Ace Crusher, okay? Because when I was in Japan, you know, I wasn't really that over, okay? And I did that move.
Ugly
Word to
bitch.
CM Punk. That's what he told him. You're not that over. He got very offended.
Matter of fact, let's take some time to go look at John Laurinaitis' credentials in Japan.
Hey,
And
no,
in all
hey, we
Japan.
ain't gotta do it. Don't do this.
I think we should. From 1988 to 2000,
Oh no.
he was there. He ranked 77 in PWI's top 500 in 1997.
That's not saying much. It's 97.
He enjoyed significant championship success and acclaim during his tenure, it says. He was a 2-time All-Asia Tag Team Champion and 4-time World Tag Team Champion and winner of New Year's Heavyweight Battle Royal in 91 at Kurokan Hall. 2 of his matches received 5 stars from Meltzer. He won Match of the Year award and was ranked 77, like I said. In 98, he would reach the highest point of his singles career as he challenged Misawa for the Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship. It'd be Laurinaitis' only shot at those 3 belts. He didn't fucking win. And then he retired in 2000, and he was placed number 203 in PWI's top 50 all-time.
Okay.
Johnny Ace, okay. All right. My stepson-in-law, Daniel Bryan Danielson, okay.
Whatever, man. Fuck you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about him. 203, I guess that's impressive. Whatever. Where were we?
You're telling me he's 203 wrestlers better?
He was ranked in 2000 when he retired. He was ranked 203 out of the top 500 all time.
All right.
By PWI.
Okay. Sure. Well, where were we at?
I am not talking about John Laurinaitis, bro.
Sorry, I just wanted to rant about the genius of him. He's such a just genius backstage.
I guess like we can kind of go into like the Street Profits and Usos.
Yes.
Match
The Usos successfully retained their tag titles against Street Profits in a street match. Was really fucking good. Anytime these 2 teams get together, man, you have to watch.
Listen. Give the Usos like I would say 3 more years of banger matches, and they are going to be talked about as the top 5 tag team of all time.
Them and the Street Profits or the Usos and the New Day. They're great. It's like watching the Young Bucks and Motor City Machine Guns or Generation Me Motor City Machine Guns.
Since like 2014, the Usos have just been having banger match after banger match.
It's almost
had a
like
good match with the New Age Outlaws, who are basically
man.
cooked at that point.
Yeah, man. And then every week it was them against the Wyatts, and more likely than not, it was the only good match on the show because the other 2 hours was going to Sheamus and Wade Barrett through 90 commercials for the Intercontinental title.
PTSD kicking in. Why did you bring that one up?
Anyway, sorry. Sasha Banks beats SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch with a little help from Bianca Belair. I'm on my own against. Okay.
Shout out to Bianca Belair, one of the best baby faces in wrestling.
Until she got beat in 5 seconds, brother. It doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me, man. Doesn't work for me, dude. Well,
people keep saying wait for the payoff. We've been waiting for the payoff for years.
We've been waiting for the payoff. We've been waiting for the payoff since Becky, Charlotte, and Paige were a team. PCB was a team. We've been waiting for the payoff since then.
This payoff's probably not gonna happen, but
the only payoff was Becky and Sasha in NXT, and it wasn't even on live main roster. Anyway. We're making enemies today. Shitting on anybody. Johnny Ace, good lord. What do we know about wrestling? Johnny Ace doesn't. How dare we?
He's
honestly.
got more 5-star matches than me. So.
Honestly, how dare we? How dare we? Mr. Laurinaitis, I apologize.
I'm not apologizing to Johnny Ace. He know what he be doing.
Honestly,
he know what he be doing, man.
And then we're gonna get into Raw from last night. Show opens with Charlotte.
Make it
Monday
quick, man,
football.
please.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football be on. If you watch Raw, bro.
Yeah, man. I was watching Monday Night Football, to be honest.
Baseball, bro. Just go find something to watch on the Monday Night.
But luckily,
bro.
we have our wonderful man Shad to put this all together for us.
Have to shout him out. Thank you, Shad.
Shout out Shad. When you listen to this, Shad, after this, you directly go to my DMs and you send me that rock video of him rapping over off the grid as soon as you listen to this part. That way I know you'll listen to it.
Just hit us with a couple lyrics. I know you.
Yeah. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in work. Put in the hours and take without
I can't win today.
Oh, man. The show opens with Charlotte wondering why she's not getting thank you chants from the crowd. It's her final night on Raw.
'Cause
She
you're a
deserves to be.
heel.
She deserves to be thanked. She says Bianca doesn't deserve the Raw Women's Championship match that she's supposed to get because she's not even on the Raw roster yet. Bianca comes out, says she's a star on any brand she's on, and she's proved she deserves a rematch for that belt. Charlotte beats her up, and then Belair tries to go for a finisher. Charlotte gets out of it, the traditional thing, and then Bianca whips her hair around and does the skip around the ring, and that's the segment. The Street Profits are backstage saying how they'll put the tag team division on notice and want all the smoke. And they want a shot at AJ Styles Omos. And they also want to put a beating on RK Bro. And then Randy Orton makes a reference to Matt Riddle about wanting the smoke. Get it? On the nose. Funny.
Oh, bro.
We love it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Bro.
There's a sit-down interview between Bobby and Goldberg. Goldberg flat out says he's going to murder Bobby at Crown Jewel. How is he not arrested for premeditated?
Hey, look,
Hold on.
we need that type of violence.
How was he not arrested for premeditated murder already?
We don't care. We need that violence. Good
Actually, Bobby says he has the right to. Damn.
Yo, Jose died. Jose.
That's the first cough in 4 pods right there. That's impressive, actually. Bobby makes a good point, saying he has the right to call the authorities for his life being threatened, but he's above that. And they go back and forth.
How
and
are
then
you above being threatened on
That's
that?
called black excellence. You don't understand.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
Right.
He's the Almighty. He's the
I'm a
Almighty.
nigga.
He's the Almighty.
I
You wouldn't
get
get it,
this.
man.
All right, you right. You know what?
They
I
go
ain't
back
do
and
like
forth.
Bobby
Lashley
Lashley,
says
you right.
Goldberg can't kill him because he's a bad bitch. He doesn't really say the last part. He ends the promo by saying there's nothing Goldberg can do that can stop him from ending Goldberg's career. Goldberg's parting words for him are safe travels, kill you Thursday, Bobby. And then he goes, because Shad put in the notes to do it in a very Goldberg style. So I did that for him. Ripped your earbuds, by the way.
Hey, hold on.
Yo.
What's the over under that Saudi play no get back for SmackDown in time?
I'm not thinking about that. I'm not worried about that. I don't wish that upon nobody.
It's happened
Next
every
segment.
year.
Next segment.
No.
Next
no,
segment.
We're not skimming past it. This plane has not gotten back in the past 4 years.
Listen,
on
bro.
time.
There's nothing I can do. Listen, man. There's nothing I can do. All right.
They
Next
literally
segment.
tweeted out that we will be back for SmackDown on time this year. Is it going to happen?
They don't listen. They don't have Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole to save them on SmackDown this year.
Cole,
I'm saying. They don't have these people to say they're gonna have to pull out Braun Breaker for SmackDown.
Yes, sir.
They
I
better
don't want to
make
see
sure
that.
these people get here.
I want to see him
They
and
better
Harlan.
make sure these people get back.
Unbelievable, man. Anyway, next segment. They better get back, man. Johnny Drip Drip is meditating, and the Viking Raider is wondering what he's doing as he sits. I think he's like sitting in like a pool or something because he's Johnny Drip Drip. He's got that drip drip gooey stinky, and
No way.
And Morrison describes them as trying to find his good chi. They walk off and Morrison gets back to meditating. I think it's good chi. I don't know. Anyway, to get to the match results for the show, Xavier Woods beat Jinder Mahal to advance to the finals. He'll face Finn Balor at Crown Jewel. It's a match I'm excited for. Hashtag Hail King Woods on this part of town. That's what team we on.
go.
That's what team we on. No disrespect,
freaking
Finn.
go.
No disrespect, Finn. But you had your moment. You had your time in the light, all right? Let's time for consequences. Creed. To get what he deserves. I said it. I called him by his government. I called him by his government.
I just love when Xavier Woods like put on the cape, man. Kofi Kingston's goofy ass was in the back, like floating it up.
Yeah, actually, during that segment, there was a weird little stare down between Finn and Xavier, and then I think they got into a fight.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I feel like you could do some fun things with Xavier Woods as King
Hey,
of the Ring.
I'm gonna say one
He could
thing. Yes, he would make it. He would make it matter. Not that Finn wouldn't, but Xavier's the kind of guy to look at what he did with the New Day. Look at what he did with the trombone.
Mhm.
Just look at the thing. Look at what he did at SummerSlam with the Super Soaker. Like you give him a prop and he's going to take it and run with it. And he's been calling for this King of the Ring for like 6 months. even if he doesn't win it, it's still cool he's in the final. I hope he does that top rope elbow across the ring. And I hope he does the "It's Morphin' Time" clothesline. Anyway, I don't know why I'm calling out his spots here, brother.
All right.
Austin Theory's gonna have a match with Jeff Hardy, and before the match, he has a backstage segment with R-Truth, who says he'll accept a challenge if he gets permission from his mommy to stay up late. Got him.
Why is Austin Theory?
Brother, that's
R-Truth pretty much said, if you don't go ask your mama if you can fight me, I done been inside your mama. He said some wild shit. I was like, whoa, R-Truth, chill. Wait a minute. Is R-Truth taking the gimmick of Frankie Kazarian as the MILF Hunter right now? Is R-Truth the MILF Hunter?
Where the fuck has Frankie Kazarian been, bud?
He's been a heavy metal rebel MILF hunter. That's where he's been. He's been heavy metal and MILFs.
Frank Kazarian don't do his job good anyway. Just keep him where he the worst hunter I ever seen. Bro, he's horrible as an elite hunter, bro. He's terrible.
Don't you talk about Frank Castle like that, man.
It's
Frankie Castle.
What has he done as the elite hunter? The elite still running wild on that show, by the way. I want you to know that.
Man, he helped Christian win the
literally
Impact
the
title.
number one thing on the show.
He helped Christian win the Impact title. All right. I'm lying. I don't even know if he did. I don't know that for sure.
He literally didn't help him. That was Jungle Boy and
no, man.
Stars.
Who were they?
Oh,
Who were they?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that?
You know what? You got it, bro. My bad.
God bless Frankie though.
MILF Hunter, heavy metal MILF.
He's a trooper.
Everyone, go buy his cigars. If you're listening to this, go buy his cigars.
He sells cigars. I didn't know that.
Go buy him. Shout out Frankie. Go buy him. Go look on his Twitter. I'm sure he's got a link in his bio. Why am I giving out free advertisement here? Austin Theory's in the ring, and R-Truth comes out saying he accepts a challenge on behalf of Jeff Hardy, who came out to face Austin Theory. Austin Theory beats Jeff after the match. He takes a selfie with Jeff. Jeff gets up, attacks him, takes a selfie with a beaten Theory. Because Big E and Drew McIntyre beat the Dirty Dogs. Because can they coexist? They do coexist. And they win the match. Isn't that beautiful?
Wait, what? So, why did they do the whole thing with the Usos the previous week if they're just gonna...
Forget about it, pal. Goddamn.
All right.
Forget about it.
I'm glad you brought the no.
Forget about it, pal.
I'm sick of this. I can't do this. What are they doing?
Pal, forget about it, pal.
You know what? You're right. You got it. You're right. My bad.
If Vince doesn't care about it, why should we? Why should we?
They can't keep getting away with this, man.
The next match, Mansoor beats Cedric Alexander. After the match, Mustafa Ali comes out in a suit and starts trash talking Mansoor. Mansoor says he'll beat Ali at Crown Jewel, calling him a pathetic, cowardly excuse for a man. Which is kind of... Someone says that to you in real life, you probably have to fight.
Someone says that to me, man. I'm pulling up immediately.
You gotta fight on them words. Those some fighting words. I ain't gonna lie.
Someone does this to me. I'm giving them a heavy metal rebel beating, brother.
All right, brother.
And then RK Bro faces the Street Profits. It ends in a DQ because Styles attacks Orton. After the bell, Styles and Omos attack RK Bro, and they stand tall over them. Yeah, man. Next match, Doudrop beats Shayna Baszler to advance to the finals of the Queen's Crown. She will face Lena Vega at Crown Jewel. Shad did not put the time for that match.
It was like 2 minutes. Shayna Baszler lost in a roll-up after being...
Yeah.
She was being built up for like 2 months as like a beast killer. Won't lose.
And lost in a roll-up to Doudrop.
It was quick. Yes, it was quick.
Doudrop, the name Doudrop, it just sounds like a Ninja Turtle. It sounds like Bebop. It sounds like Bebop.
I don't want to be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's for like fat people though. Don't quote me on that. It's like a nickname.
Like a degrading name. That's even more messed up that they're giving her that name.
I think she's supposed to.
But
I think they're trying to make her take it with stride, like it's a pride.
Like NWA.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's a weird name. It makes me cringe. Low key.
I don't know why NWA was the first thing that came in my head, but anyway.
Urban Dictionary defined Doudrop as a woman who is romantically attracted to other women. What the?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Even better. Go ahead, okay. Doudrop. Go ahead.
Okay, I like the name now.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Piper. Wasn't that her name before, Piper?
Ain't she married though?
Listen. If he doesn't care, pal, why should we? You know?
You ain't lying. Why should I care? Vince McMahon.
Oh, man. She'll face Zelina Vega at Crown Jewel. Zelina Vega in the finals is not something I thought was going to happen.
Zelina Vega she has had like the worst record.
Honestly,
since,
it's
like,
been kind of
last
wild.
year.
She's probably had I think she's had the worst record since she was in Mexican America with Hernandez and Sarita, and what was the other guy? What was that guy? Jose, you know what I'm talking about, right?
That?
Wasn't Zelina Vega in Mexican America with Hernandez, Sarita, and what's that guy's name? The group was terrible, but
it was god awful. It was not memorable.
Her win-loss has been bad since then. Is what I was going for. She was a knockout tag champion, I think it was Sarita.
Sarita.
Oh my god.
Responsible for one of the worst matches I've ever seen. Which was also on one of the worst TNA, the worst TNA pay-per-view of all time.
I think I know what
one
you're
of the
talking
worst
about.
pay-per-views I've watched. Listen, it wasn't her fault. That show was cursed, man. From like Jeff Hardy walking up, fucking
doing his best Kurt Angle impression. Oh man, that's not funny. That's not funny.
It's not funny at all. To be honest.
Mr. Anderson and Rob Van Dam ended in a double count out.
Absolute stinker.
Can we stop talking?
We're gonna rewatch that pay-per-view. We're gonna rewatch that. We're gonna make folks.
What?
We will be doing a retro review on that pay-per-view.
I won't be there that day.
Get out of here.
We're doing it.
Yes.
What?
And we're gonna do live reaction. Live reaction. Fine. Me and Todd will do it. Me and Todd. Todd, you with me?
And then you come back and you tell us how it was.
Well, we'll do a live reaction recording and then post it for the people.
We'll do it
for you guys, I guess.
I'll be in there.
Anyway, we gotta get through this.
Torture.
We gotta get through this. Speaking of torture, we gotta get through this Raw show. This is more torture than seeing Great Khali and Lex Luger main event WrestleMania for an hour Iron Man match.
Why is that image even?
I don't think you heard what I said. I said Lex Luger and Great Khali in a 60-minute Iron Man match at WrestleMania.
Why would you even say that?
Because that's torture. That's torture.
How would that work? How can you?
Who's worse at selling, Lex Luger or Great Khali?
Oh
man, Lex Luger is great because he'll just go ah. Like this man will just yell out.
Oh, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna pass out.
Bro. How is that so accurate?
Oh, I just blacked out for a second. I almost fainted.
Ain't nothing worse than watching Lex Luger sit in a ring and call for that torch rack to not do it for 10 minutes and just keep calling for it.
His comeback was those weird little forearms to the head.
Because like
he had a metal plate from the motorcycle accident.
And people loved it. People loved it.
Let's come out.
He had more. No, people want to talk about Cody's pyro being over the edge. Lex Luger, his pyro was ridiculous, man.
Uncalled for.
And then speaking, this is coming full circle to 2000s. This man would come out in an and one jumpsuit, all right, with Miss Elizabeth. He would get in the ring in this jumpsuit and just rip it off. And didn't even have so much pyro. His theme song was like, would just go down, down, down.
Nigga still got one of the nastiest debuts ever.
Oh,
that nigga really debuted in the mall.
And then he changed his name to the Total Package. He's not even like Sluger. He's just the Total Package. Total Package of what? Ass? Huh?
He the total package. The body, the looks, the moves.
I mean,
I'll
give you the body and looks. I'll give it to young Lex Luger, like early 90s. Cause I did watch a match with him and Brian Pillman at Halloween Havoc, because I was watching Halloween Havoc on Peacock. That's not a promotion for Peacock.
Why you're doing that to yourself?
But it was a 3-hour thing of the best Halloween Havoc matches, and that was the first match. It was pretty good for a Lex Luger match, and that's coming from me. Okay, that's coming from me.
I'm just sorry, but Lex Luger is one of the most unserious ass wrestlers in history.
That nigga finisher is a
in
torture
like
wreck.
the last 30 years, bro.
His Hasbro's been hard to come by, actually. Believe it or not.
I
Don't
don't
know
know why
how.
you look at. You know what?
You gotta get them all, man. Gotta get them all. I got 2 Ultimate Warriors, man. You gotta get them all. It's not by choice.
That nigga do a torture wreck, bro. A torture wreck, man.
Anyway.
You on the shoulders and stretch you out.
Yeah,
no,
man.
but,
And the people raising their arms up and down.
Yeah,
Why
they're
are we still
doing it
talking
with
about
them.
Lex Luger,
I
bro?
don't know, man.
Yeah,
We've been done
I'll
some
look
what?
about 50 times, bro.
Let's go.
Finn Balor
Let's
beats
move on.
Mace after the match. Xavier Woods is standing on the King of the Ring stage with King
Mace
Gear
is still
taunting.
in the play.
Listen, just listen, yes. And so is T-Bar, and they still have the gimmick.
Teabag.
They still have the gimmick.
Ain't retribution. This been a year. It's gone.
They still have the gimmick.
Okay.
Anyway, Woods is taunting Balor with the gear. They start drawing back and forth. Things get physical, and Kofi breaks it up between them. Again, can't stress. Definitely want to see that match. Definitely am excited for that match. Next, we got Bianca Belair winning by DQ after Charlotte hits her with a steel chair because...
You know that
Actually-
was a good match right there.
Actually, I don't...
Until that ending.
I was going to say, it's a dumb ending, but I don't hate it as much as I normally hate the DQ finishes. I feel like this one is like... Charlotte's like, damn, I don't know if I can beat her. I don't want to do this anymore, and hits her in the head.
The worst thing,
Sure.
but I'm just sick of tuning in the title matches on there, and the niggas will tell you a match is going on, a title match, WWE
Honestly,
title match.
This is
Make
like
you sit down and watch DQ. Like, why are you doing
Yeah.
this to me?
it's like Crash TV, and you know what else was Crash TV? WCW 2001.
It really was.
Anyway.
Like you putting these matches, they putting these matches on there for ratings to get you to watch and then give you a bullshit.
It's not gonna make me tune in. You don't know why? Because half the stuff they advertise isn't even. You know what? We're not getting into that. We're not
half the
getting
shit-
into that.
We're not talking about them anymore.
We're not getting into it.
What's the next thing up there, bro? I'm done with that. I can't
Yeah,
do
man.
it no
Yeah,
more.
man. I don't even know where I was at. I just lost my spot.
What
Oh,
time
here we
is
go.
Crown Jewel?
I think it's. I'll actually be at work. day.
That shit always happens in the middle.
It's like at
of the
noon.
day.
It's like at noon, I think.
Middle of the day.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be watching the Crown Jewel in the middle of the day.
Charlotte attacks Bianca again with the chair, but Bianca gets a chair and beats Charlotte with it. The show ends with Bianca standing tall, raising the chair. Cool ending. And then finally, we can get to the good stuff here. AEW is next. Rampage. Shad has Rampage here first. Oh,
Damn, it
that's
feels
right. That's
good
right.
to be a lead.
That's right, because that's Super Sass SmackDown. You
Oh,
bunch of
Lord.
jabronis. You got beat in the demo. What?
Listen. I'm happy for AEW, but
Is this
You know.
the Rampage with
Yeah.
Tony Khan was with
Tony
the
Khan-
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
hey.
Listen.
Lord.
Tony Khan.
Oh.
Tony
I
Khan.
don't
Is that
know.
a?
I don't know when ratings just became like this thing where like, oh, we beat them in a demo, so therefore we won.
Listen, man. If you don't, I don't know why y'all be on Twitter arguing about ratings. If you don't work at the companies, why would ratings matter to you? What's wrong with you people?
SmackDown still won in the grand scheme of things because, like, oh damn, AEW won because they got the 18 to 49
They
male
talking about
demographic.
demographics. Niggas ain't never talked about demographics until now. This is just crazy. The meme on Twitter is the bunny beat Roman Reigns and the demographics. This is just nasty. It's getting out of hand.
But,
Oh my
but can we
God.
be honest? Do we honestly know all about ratings? Like, do we? I don't.
That's what I'm
like,
saying. They be on Twitter. You would think these niggas work at the cable stations.
like, just give me a total number of the total people that
You know
watch
what it
that
is? You know what it
particular
really
show.
is?
Did. SmackDown had more people with up.
It's people trying to make it like the Attitude Era again, and it's not. It's not. It's
But
just
it's
not. That.
And by the way, how do you know I'm 27 years old? How do you know I'm an 1834 demographic?
How do you know when?
How do you
How
know?
do you know when I turn my TV on?
Because
How old
do
I
you
am?
do the census? If you do the census, they know. They
Really?
Know who in the
That's
house.
how,
Yes.
that's kind of
Yes.
crazy.
They know who
But
in the house.
anyway, it's not the Attitude Era, man. People are not here pulling 6 ratings, bro. It's no, man, no. All right, quit trying to bring Tony Khan. Is that a gun in your pants? Are you happy to see me, bro? You've been bricked up all week about this, man.
I just-
TK.
They keep trying to compare.
He
it to
wakes
that
up.
to their-
He
man,
wakes
like,
up
they-
and thinks about it.
It's not the Monday Night War, bro. You don't see these niggas ain't even jumping ships, nigga. They not really about this. This not no Monday Night. It's not the Monday Night Wars, man.
Y'all sign in with the companies you want to comfortably, willingly. Like there's no.
He's on that Ted Turner high when he goes.
He disrespected my nigga Ted Turner. I was very offended by him disrespecting Ted Turner.
Ted Turner gave you the Monday Night Wars. He gave you the Attitude Era. Damn it.
God, seriously, like
he gave wrestlers.
MJF ain't jumping ships like Jeff Jarrett did after losing on a pay-per-view, then pulling up on WCW.
Hold it. He held them ransom because he wanted what he was owed. If you listen to the My World podcast, Jeff said he didn't think he was going to get what he was owed for his payout, so he said, "Bruh, you just got to give me my money like now, man. If you want to do this match." He had to play hardball, mean asshole. That's not happening now. And Ted Turner was paying dudes like Kevin Nash. He's paying them like athletes. Without Ted Turner, what is this? Y'all working $500 a month, man. There is no guaranteed money.
Hey, man.
Anyway.
The Click, what's their name?
The Click.
They get a lot of shit. These niggas wouldn't be getting paid like they get
Click,
paid
baby.
without them.
I fucks with the Click. Anyway, after an hour-long Rampage... or along with
Wait, hold on. We missing something. We missing the Rampage pre-show, nigga.
That's
we
what I was
talk about.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Suzuki.
That's what I was gonna get to. Along with the
my bad.
Along with the hour-long Rampage is the buy-in, which for a fucking cable television show, having a buy-in for a free, that's wild. TK pulling out the stops. It kicked off an hour before Rampage on YouTube. And there were some interesting matches on it. Obviously, Bryan Danielson, Minoru Suzuki, Bobby Fish, Lee Moriarty, and I think Ty Conti and Santana Garrett, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that was the whole buy-in right there.
Yes.
I love Lee. Lee, I'm not very much into indie wrestling anymore as I was maybe probably before AEW. But Lee is one of the only people who I don't know how I've managed to, I think maybe randomly watching the MLW Battle Riot, the most recent one, I think I saw him in there and I was like, who's this guy? And then his nickname's like Tyga Style. I was like, that's fucking cool. And then it just kind of spawned from there. And then when I went to an AEW live show, he wrestled Danny Garcia there, and it was a great match. He got offered a contract. It was awesome. So I love this dude, Lee.
He's very likable.
Yes.
He looks.
Shout out Daniel Garcia too. He got.
Oh yeah, he got paid today. I don't like to say signed. I like to say paid.
I'm happy people getting their bread up.
Yeah, facts.
I'm
Man,
happy to see niggas. I'm happy to see niggas employed, except for a couple of them out there.
Everyone is doing what Braun Strowman begged them to do. They're getting their bread up, man. Shout out Braun, man. Let's go. I guess you can say Braun got them bound for glory.
All right, man. All right, man.
On Rampage, Dark Order issued a challenge to the Young Bucks. As they are now on the back, seems like they're back on the same page. And then we got, I'm going to do the segments first here and then the matches because that's how it's written. We go backstage where Mark Henry is in a 3-way split screen interview with tonight's main eventers.
Hey, Mark Henry isn't
unserious signing.
He's not. I'll say this nice. I'm not trying to be mean.
Hey, hold on. He might listen to this and he might thrash us, man. He's that kind of guy. He's that kind of guy.
Mark Henry is a legend. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's good at these backstage interviews. He's not the best at it.
It was a very unserious signing that I don't know why AEW did.
My man trying to be Bobby Heenan, bro.
My man said, it's time for the main event. And people say it with him. It's wild.
Let's get Bruce Buffer in if that's all y'all need.
Yeah, you gotta pay him like $5,000 a word, man. That's insane.
What's a nice way to say it? I'm not feeling Mark Henry backstage. That's a nice way to say it. I'm not feeling.
Anyway,
But I
yeah.
hear, he's doing good. He's doing nice things for AEW.
Yeah, he doing nice things. He don't gotta be. You know, you can do stuff behind this. You can do stuff behind the scene. You don't gotta be on the screen. You know. That's
Mark
what's
Henry's
up.
a fucking angel, bro.
He's probably trying to show Leo Rush the way, show him how to be successful.
I want to know how that's been going on back there.
Yeah, man. But anyway, he's interviewing American Top Team in the Inner Circle. Tonight is Junior Dos Santos' pro wrestling debut. Dan Lambert calls the Inner Circle the Inner Circle Jerks again.
Brother.
And then Jericho responds.
Oh, brother, this stinks!
Don't worry. Jericho responds simply by calling Lambert a fat-faced piece of dipshit.
And then the crowd, I think, was chanting along.
Yeah. They
So
were chanting
ate that
fat-faced dipshit because apparently Jericho's in the highest he's ever been in his career right now. I don't know how the fuck that's
Jericho
happening.
must love the fact that like he went to AEW and this dude can say anything.
You can get
He
away
goes
with
to Fozzy. He goes to run on his boat.
This nigga that got people to listen to Fozzy. He's one.
Listen. This is the same crowd that hung on to the chant, Kenny no balls.
You right.
Kenny no balls.
I'm pretty sure that Jericho
Kenny
Cruz
no
is this
balls.
week too. Jericho Cruz is this
Kenny
week, right?
no balls.
He's winning, man.
Kenny no balls.
Damn.
I better not see none of my niggas on that Jericho Cruz.
Damn, that's gonna be the biggest crowd Jericho's seen since January 6th.
Hey, keep going. Let's keep going.
Oh man. Ringside for their matches: Austin Vanford, Dalton Rosta, and Paige Van Zandt. You know, I'm not saying nothing to her. She'll beat my ass.
No, keep it going. Keep it moving.
Anyway, yeah. Ty Conti beat Santana Garrett in the kickoff. Bobby Fish beat Lee Moriarty, and Bryan Danielson beat Minoru Suzuki after hitting his running knee strike. Anyone?
Very good match.
Anyone want to add anything specific?
G1 caliber match, bro.
Indeed.
Top, and then you can just tell it's gonna be one of those classics. And
Suzuki's best match on his American tour.
For sure.
Damn, it feels good to be elite. Next, just gonna move on to kick off Rampage. CM Punk hits a GTS and pins Matt Sydal, and he's got on the long boys.
Match.
What do you guys think about
Very
the long
good
pants?
match there.
Yeah, I like the video. I like the video that they talked about. They built it to a story where they had this match. I think 2004 in some town in the Midwest.
Yeah, because
they built it.
You know, in 2009 to 2012, they totally didn't wrestle at all. Anything.
Matt Sydal is a very underrated enhancement talent.
He's a very good wrestler, but you know, like he got caught in Japan with that synthetic weed.
Could have been a junior heavyweight champion, but he took it all away for some synthetic weed. So,
that's the story of his
kudos
career.
to him.
He's just getting high at the wrong fucking time.
But he'll tell you he found his third eye, and then he's better off. He's better today.
That's good.
I remember first seeing Matt Sydal in why am I blanking? Wrestling Society X is where I first saw him, and Scorpio Sky.
MTV.
Scorpio Sky and him both were on that show.
And Vampiro too.
Yeah, man. Everyone should go watch that. It's all on YouTube.
Yes, it's all on YouTube.
Yeah. So CM Punk against GTS. It was a pretty good match.
Yeah, for sure. It was great.
Actually, better than I. Not that I think these guys suck, but it's better than I thought it was gonna be for sure.
I just wonder what the plan is for CM Punk. So.
Listen, they trying to get him in ring shape because that nigga be in that whole breeding like me. After a long stretch, bro. You got to get in ring shape.
That's fair.
Honestly,
he's doing those preseason matches too.
Yeah.
He's like these warm-up matches. He's preparing to go to the Olympics or something with these matches.
I can't believe I'm saying this. The match everyone's been talking about. Ruby Soho beats the Bunny. The most talked about match of the weekend.
It's talked about for all the wrong reasons too. The match was good.
The match was fine.
Match.
After the match, Penelope Ford comes out and attacks Ruby Soho. Ford pulls out Brass Knucks and decks her with a big punch, unleashing her inner William Regal with that one. So yeah, most talked about matchup of the week. Gotta love that.
All over some ratings that
Over some demos that you marks. Yeah, you
demographics.
marks care about. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not
scaring the
gonna go
women away.
there. I'm not gonna. With the help of Paige Van Zant distracting the referee and a flying knee by Jorge Masvidal to Jericho, the American Top Team beat the Inner Circle. Jorge Masvidal literally is just standing at ringside the whole time in a sweatsuit, and then when he's called upon, hits that knee that he hit Ben Askren
He
with.
tries to slide under the rope. It smacks
Oh
his head
my
on top
God.
rope, by the way.
Almost
If you
gave himself a
noticed that.
concussion.
Trying to sneak out of the ring and hit his head on the top rope. I'm happy he okay. He almost did the end zone.
The end zone.
Tremendous.
Nigga ends up trying to baseball slide.
Jorge, my man, stay in your lane, my man, stay in your lane, bro.
Jorge said he might try to wrestle.
I'm for it.
He said he likes it. The whole American Top Team said they like being around AEW. Junior Dos Santos said he'd feel like he ain't got no pressure on him when he in AEW. You can just have fun. So
Yeah, he's wrestled matches
see more
before.
of
He's wrestled matches before. So has Cain Velasquez, but we won't.
And I heard
some more of those guys.
Jericho wants Paige Van Zandt to be more involved in wrestling.
They say they find it fun. Hopefully,
Yeah,
they
hopefully something
come
comes from it.
around.
Obviously, it's a spin. We've mentioned this before. It's a spin on the Impact American Top Team storyline with Dan Lambert, Bobby Lashley, and a lot of these guys. I think even Jorge Masvidal was in at that point. Junior Dos Santos was as well. But it's still good. Dan Lambert comes out, just closes his eyes, and just starts just saying the worst things that come to add to his head, and it's great. Not great to me, but great that people are reacting to it.
I fucking hate the man. So
yeah,
he's
man.
doing something right.
But after the match, Vanderford and Rosta, along with everyone from American Top Team, they attacked Jericho. They beat up Jericho for a while. Paige Van Zandt's taking selfies while this is happening, and then Santana and Ortiz come out to help Jericho. Pride and Powerful. Haven't seen them for a while with Inner Circle. They want to help Jericho clear the ring, and I believe that's the end of Rampage.
Yeah, it was.
Inner Circle reuniting again. Not just Sammy and Jericho and Jake
Or
Hager.
seen together. Seen together. It's not even they're broken, but they're seen together again.
Yes.
Or seen,
And then we got a special Saturday Night Dynamite because if we're going to bring ratings into it, your show's not as important as the sports that are on at that at that time. So you're moving to Saturdays, brother.
Competing with baseball and college football.
Hockey's back, baby.
Niggas off town, bro. I can't believe
And
it.
NBA's back too. So there's going to be a lot of these.
They go on TBS. They saw the vision. They said, let's just go ahead and go TBS.
But what are they going to do next October for TBS?
They're going to have to move for them baseball games again.
And for Dynamite, it's a special Saturday night, so there's going to be a little special spice added to the commentary as CM Punk is a special guest commentator for the show. Which is fine, tremendous.
I sort of had a problem with something that he did later in the show.
Are you
Indeed.
talking? You know I know you're talking.
Jurassic Express is backstage talking with Tony Schiavone, and then they're jumped by the Elite. Inner Circle and American Top Team get a segment where they trash talk each other again. Lambert's yelling at people to stop booing them as they brought multiple championships to their city. Jericho calls Lambert, guess what? A fat-faced dipshit again, and the crowd chants, fat-faced dipshit.
Oh, brother.
Bang! Bang! Shot from Kurt.
Jericho tells Paige Van Zandt that he wouldn't do anything with her because of her husband Austin Vanford's genitalia.
What the?
So,
keep going. Just keep going.
but how does he know that she
Ain't nothing to
consents?
be said. Ain't nothing to be said, man. Just keep.
He also
moving,
insults
bro.
her filter choices for her selfies, asking if she uses the bimbo or bitch filter.
How do you...
That's classic. That's classic, like 2000 Jericho right there. That's,
Oh, brother, this guy. Hey, I'm so
You're on one.
amazed that Face Jericho never switches it up. He's
No.
always corny,
Remember-
no matter what year he's in.
Remember when he was doing the thing with the New Day when he announced being in the Rumble and he started chanting, "Rudy Tooty Booty,
Yeah.
Rudy Tooty Booty," and the crowd started chanting. Oh my God, bro!
He doesn't switch it up, and it works, and I'm amazed.
You
every
just made
single
the
time.
list. It's unbelievable.
It's easy to,
Like,
it's easy
he'll-
to, when
he'll-
you're a legend, it's easy to win wrestling
Heel
fans.
heel Jericho is like something like amazing of like, damn, it's entertaining as hell. Like Face Jericho just say some shit, and I have to stare at my television screen and say, what?
He could be a cult leader if he wanted to.
Oh,
knowing how
man.
these wrestling fans act around when he comes around.
He get niggas to join the cruise, man. I just can't believe it, bro. He got people saying Judas. He's one.
Jericho and
I sang
uh,
Judas when he was
I
there in
didn't.
Houston. I sang.
he didn't show up for the show that I was at, thank God. But I wasn't singing anyway. Jericho challenges American Top Team to a 5-on-5 tag match next week with the Inner Circle now being reunited with Pride and Powerful, Santana Ortiz, LAX, whatever you want to call them. Lambert says they're only chasing gold, and as it seems, Sammy is the only one with gold, and he'll name American Top Team's conditions next week for their match. So that'll be interesting. Leo Rush declares himself Dante Martin's new tag team partner because he's got to show him, the way, get his stocks up, whatever Leo.
Yeah, his stonks.
Whatever Leo does. If they really do be a tag team, I want to see their combination moves because, my God, those would be insane.
But what about the brother? That's very interesting. His twin brother. He's coming back from injury, so I wonder how
make
that's
it stable. They can all join up,
Or you make it an angle, and then he comes back, and you
that's
kick
it.
Leo out,
It's
and Leo gets another partner.
It's AEW, man. They got hella stables, man. What's one more gonna do?
Honestly, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, just throw him in the stable, man.
Serena Deeb is backstage talking to Tony Schiavone about her new persona and a win last week over Shida as Hikaru Shida attacks her and they brawl to end the segment. Oh man.
She got TV time.
Yep, but boy, I want to go through this quickly, but we can't go through this one quickly. The Cody Rhodes and Arn Anderson segments. They're continuing to get fucking weirder. Tonight's show, they show up to the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, where the Nightmare Factory and Red Velvet are waiting for him. Waiting for Cody, by the way. Pointing out that Cody is late. And it's Hollywood. Red Velvet slaps him in the face. Where does she get off? People say a lot about Cody, but he just let Red Velvet slap him in the face. He's a giving performer. They head to the ring, which is, it's all dark, and then there's a light in the ring, like a spotlight of the ring. As Arn Anderson directs everyone to literally beat up Cody. It's literally like Thanos in the Avengers. It's like the video, the Crip initiation. Fight back! It's literally what it is. Cody tells Arn he isn't learning shit and wonders why he's even there. Arn shows some footage of Dusty being violent and points out how he was never booed. After this, Cody seems to be more violent as he starts fighting the other wrestlers. Has Dusty never really been booed? Huh. That's kind of wild to me.
Kind of.
Really?
Not that I recall.
ECW?
I don't even think
No,
then. He feuded
no,
with
I don't
Carino
think-
there, so. And he was doing Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling at that time, too. And MLW, so. No.
Damn.
Listen,
He's never been booed.
He was booed probably like when he was a natural. I wanted to boo him when he was Black Rain.
Wait, no.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Dusty. We're talking about Dusty.
Oh,
Daddy.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we ain't
my
talking
bad,
about.
my
Trust
bad.
me.
My
Trust
bad.
me.
My bad.
We'll get to Dustin. Don't worry. We'll get to Dustin. His name is Killer spelled backwards.
Please, bro. Please.
All right. Cody starts fighting the other wrestlers, and then next segment, MJF comes out doing his routine burying of the crowd because he does it every week during Miami tonight. Mid. He calls out Darby Allin knowing that he was attacked last week by masked men as he gets a referee and Wardlow to come out.
Your whole team.
The referees start counting, but before getting a 10, Sting comes out and decks Wardlow with a bat, and then MJF runs away. So we're letting Wardlow.
Hey.
We doing this to Wardlow?
Warlow just gets bitched out every single time,
He
bro.
good. His team is garbage. He needs until he changes his team. He needs to get bitched out.
No, I'm not letting this happen to Wardlow, man. Batista
His
never.
team
Hell,
is-
man.
Batista never got.
It's garbage.
Batista never got bitched out.
awesome.
All right.
It's just like Batista's theme, if you think about it.
Oh God, yeah.
This is war. Ass, man.
Anyway, we'll just.
Batista's
Okay, all right.
first team where it just went da 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 da.
He was shitting on the Titantron. That's a classic.
okay.
Right there.
Anyway, okay, all right. We cut backstage to Tony Schiavone interviewing Anna Jay. It was cut off by Britt Baker. Baker calls Jay a loser and a follower, and they brawl to end the segment. Yes, this happened again. It's pretty much the same segment as Deeb and Sheeta.
Was Jamie
A
Hayter
lot of
there?
hostility.
It's
A
okay
lot of
because when I
hostility.
book in TEW, I be booking the same promo sometimes. It works.
Was Jamie Hayter there?
No, just Britt Baker.
All right. Team.
Horny man. Miro's backstage by himself talking to God, questioning why he took his TNT championship away. My man's pulling a Stevie Johnson.
promo
Stevie
there.
Johnson. Pulling a Stevie Johnson.
This Miro's best promo in the company right here.
And how he'll result to violence until he gets his title back and becomes God's favorite champion again. Yeah, he's pulling a Stevie Johnson on the Bills. Todd,
oh man, somebody.
Todd, you got the quote on deck in your head, bro?
Nah, man, I don't.
I don't remember what was he saying. He was just like, "Why would you do this to me?" Or he was saying some wild shit.
Oh yeah, the CV Johnston.
Yes.
Like, why, God, why? I praise you 24/7, and this is how you do me. I'll never forgive you for this ever. Thanks, though.
This is a real tweet. This is a real tweet from Stevie Johnson, former wide receiver of the Buffalo Bills.
Bro, blame God for dropping a touchdown.
Man. That's what Miro did. He pulled a Stevie Johnson. After that, Hangman Page comes to the ring. Talk about his AEW Championship match against
Another
Kenny
good promo.
at Full Gear. He says the
Oh,
business.
yeah.
He says the business has changed the elite more than the elite has changed the business, which I thought was a good line. And he vows to give Kenny cowboy shit at Full Gear. Very good promo. He says he's ready. We'll see.
I think he's ready. I think he's gonna win.
We'll see.
Listen, they better not give him the Tetsuya Naito treatment. They better let him win. I will be very upset.
I'll fall down
it's
to my
fine.
knees.
I think it's fine.
I'll fall down to my knees, man. I wouldn't believe it.
If they Naito that nigga, Tony Khan will he will not get Booker of the Year. I promise you he won't. I will make sure of
You
it.
think that Dave Meltzer ain't gonna give it to him anyways?
There's no reason for him to get Naito, man.
So
It's time.
after Kenny beats him at Full Gear, they're gonna have a world title elimination tournament bracket. It got announced for Kenny's next opponent when he clearly beats Adam Page. Starts next Friday at Rampage. We have Orange Cassidy and Powerhouse Hobbs. The rest of the matches are Dark Order's 10 versus Moxley, Dustin Rhodes versus Bryan Danielson, and Lance Archer versus Eddie Kingston. I don't know what the fuck this bracket is, but
I know. I probably know why he did the bracket like that, but
don't worry. There's something stupider happens, and we're about to get to it right after this. Malachi Black beats Dante Martin. That's all you have to know.
No?
There's new AAA tag champs as Friends of Andrade El Idolo. Las Superanas beat the
Super Frogs.
Lucha Bros. Who turn out?
Listen. Listen, Philip Brooks, we gotta talk. Cause I understand that people kind of like made the argument of like, hey, you know, don't assume that the fans are idiots, and like it's cool that like, oh, he acknowledged the fact that like it's FTR, but like I don't think it was that obvious that it was FTR at first. I don't know about y'all, but it wasn't that obvious to me. And he just like went ahead.
I think it took a glance of the eyes for me to realize it was FTR. It took a second.
And then a fucking CM Punk needs to say like, oh no, that's FTR. He's-
It's kind of. I feel like he really hated the Conquistadors thing that Edge and Christian did back in the day, so he's shitting on this because this is essentially the same thing.
Man.
And
it was-
just to mention, they literally, like, don't they just their faces are showing like throughout the entire match
Man,
anyway.
It's
with
garbage.
with the masked man, like last week, like I understand like Tony Schiavone calling it out, like, oh, that's just fucking MG, because like it was fucking obvious that it was MGF in the sorry, the freaking Pinnacle.
Yeah, and this
I
I
time
called him the inner circle.
CM Punk said, "Oh, that's FT." They didn't even get out of the tunnel yet, and CM Punk's
He didn't
turned
even try to
completely
hide it. He
around.
said it.
He's turned
He said
completely
it.
around in his chair. He's like, "Oh, FTR, there they are. Yep, that's FTR." They're not even out of the tunnel. He's like, "That's FTR."
I didn't even like the match idea, bro.
No, it was. I didn't like it either.
Conan, ain't that the AAA Booker Conan? He the AAA Booker, right?
I thought it was
I've seen
Vampiro. I don't even know, man. I really don't know.
Whoever it is, bro, please stop giving your belts to American Tag Team. The Mexican crowds don't fuck with it. They finna see that they don't care about FTR down there in Mexico.
So,
Imagine
yeah.
I don't know how
FTR,
they're doing this.
FTR goes to Mexico and just insults the Mexican. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro,
God.
like it's just not gonna work. The wrestling style not gonna match. They go see when the crowd don't care, but
Yeah. Anyway, Los Superanas beat Lucha Bros for the AAA belts with the help of Tully Blanchard. Later on the show, MJF collects money from Andrade, as FTR was a rental for the night. So MJF just hoed out 2 members of the Pinnacle to Andrade. Bunch of hoes.
I thought Andrade was gonna bring some friends from AAA. It would have been cool.
I thought we was gonna see fucking. I thought we was gonna see just. You could have put anybody in there.
I'd rather see some AAA niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought I was gonna. Man, I thought I was gonna see Valador Jr., bro.
I really just stared at my screen the whole match. I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
thought I was gonna see
I
La
was like,
Parka,
who
bro.
are these 2 green motherfuckers?
Then they took the mask off. So I was like, oh, it's FTR. Why? I thought it was gonna be some Mexican, like some luchadors, man. I was just like, well, what is this? Why?
Yeah. Anyway, next match, John Moxley squashes Wheeler Yuta. That's it.
He's looking very heelish. I don't know if that's just
Look at
me.
that way.
That was,
It's
it's like
really
he's doing a
No,
slow
he's not.
burn.
No one cares about Wheeler Yuta. All right.
Bro,
But-
he beat Will.
I think- I
It looked
think he
very
got
heelish, though.
I think he got legitimately hurt by the way he was getting up after the match. I think he got really hurt.
Good.
Damn.
He's not Trent, and he'll never be Trent. And
Wow.
in a 3-on-3 tag team match,
Wow.
Adam Cole and Young Bucks beats Dark Order's Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and Johnny Hungee. There he is, because I don't know his fucking real last name. After the match, or there was actually a really funny moment in the match where the Young Bucks go for their kissy drop kick, and they get pulled out of the ring, and Alex Reynolds and John Silver do the kisses on Adam Cole's cheeks, and you would have thought that his wife just got murdered in front of him. The reaction he had, and it was really good.
What they call Adam Budge?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Budge,
call him-
Budge.
I'm calling him Budge from
Yeah.
now on.
And after the match, Jungle Boy goes to get revenge on Super Click. They pretty quickly throw him out of the ring. Jungle Boy grabs a chair and they all run, but Brandon Cutler, who as the sacrificial lamb, and Jungle Boy beats the fuck out of him. Because that's what Brandon Cutler does. He takes the heat. Penelope Ford beat Hulk Hogan's daughter, Kira Hogan. After the
That is not Hulk Hogan's daughter.
After the match, Ruby Soho gets her revenge from earlier and beats up Penelope. And then in the main events, Bryan Danielson beats I'll Give You Raisins,
Bobby Fish.
And that's the end of Dynamite. Saturday special.
It was very meh. I'm sorry.
I honestly
Not really.
I honestly barely watched. Okay, so I was into it, and then that AAA match kind of pulled me out, and then I saw the Moxley thing, and the 3-man tag almost pulled me back in, but that was it. I was kind of.
I really wasn't feeling
I hope that the Saturday night Dynamites don't run the same theme that like the previous ones did, because I don't know about you guys, like the old Saturday night Dynamites, it just kind of felt like they're just like,
Yeah.
I think I think the problem was that it was like peak pandemic wrestling, where like you're just kind of burnt out of like not having any fans there, and you know,
there's only
just
so much you
kinda-
can do.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
I hope it's not the same.
Yeah.
It felt like the vibe was off with this show. I mean, there's some great moments on it, but I just felt the vibe was off.
Yeah, it being on Saturday definitely.
Yeah,
killed the
I think
vibe,
that. I think it's just strictly it.
But
yeah.
up next and last, but certainly not least, New Japan Climax results from 10-12 to 10-18. Oh man. Okay.
I got words. I got words,
but they won't come till towards the end. But that's okay. Todd, you probably got the same words as me, but that's all right.
Man.
Match results from the B block on 10-12. We got Tama Tonga beating Taichi. They both have 4 points. Sonata beats Yoshihashi. Sonata with 6 points. Yoshihashi with 4. Okada beats Chase Owens. Thank God.
That was a good match. Though. No, that was a solid.
It was a weirdly good match, but like it's Okada, the best wrestler, the second best wrestler in the world,
behind the Tribal
Seth
Chief.
Rollins.
Oh. Okada has 14 points. Chase Owens has 2, and I can't believe he has fucking 2.
Hiroki Goto is a fraud. Hiroki Goto is a goddamn
Evil
fraud.
beats Hiroki Goto. Evil 12 points. Goto 4 points.
I was rooting for Goto so hard, bro.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud.
It's just a common theme at this point that I get upset watching an Evil match every single time.
Damn, you watched the match? I just simply skipped over it.
No, you have to.
I watched. I watched all. I watched all the matches.
Because I want to see him lose. I want to see him.
Oh, don't
lose,
worry,
bro.
Don't worry. Your wish might come true.
Hiroki Goto is a goddamn fraud, man. I put my hopes into him, bro. I knew he was gonna choke, but I didn't think he was gonna choke this badly.
It's his career arc. He's a choker. And then Jeff Cobb with 14 points beats Tanahashi with 6. Tanahashi's going out sad.
Hey man, the block's over except for Evil, Jeff Cobb, and Okada, bro. Just keep it moving.
Oh, let Evil win this block, man. I'll have more words to say. Let Evil win.
On 10-13. A block, we got Ishii with 10 points beating Takahashi, who has 4 points. Oh, I call him Takahashi. Yujiro, who has 4 points. Kenta with 12 points beats Tonga Loa with 4. Zack Sabre Jr. with 12 beats Toru Yano with 8. I watched that match. I thought he was going to get Yano'd.
Yeah, he was very close.
And then, in a close call, Shingo 12 points beats Great Khan 8 points.
That was a physical match.
It was
I was fearing for my life. I thought Great Khan. I thought for a second. I was like, "There's no way, man."
He brought out some new stuff. He brought out some new stuff and made it, that match was really good. I felt like
it's a very physical match.
I do this thing where I don't look at my phone as much when I'm watching a match. I don't remember. I think I watched the whole match because it was interesting.
Yeah,
it was very interesting. Those two.
That was me with the Okada Chase Owens match too, as well as much I hate to say it, the Evil Goto match. I was also kind of like that because
Chase Owens come on my screen, I lose focus, brother.
Yeah, Shingo beats Great Khan. That sums up 10-13. 10-14 B block. Chase Owens beats Taichi. They both have 4 points. Sonata beats Goto. Sonata 8 points. He's hanging in there somehow. Doesn't matter, but
shout out Sonata, man.
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi beats Yoshihashi. Tanahashi with 8 points. Respectable 8 points.
Shout out Tanahashi.
Finally, Jeff Cobb beats Evil. 16 points, Jeff Cobb. Evil 12 points. Oh my fucking god!
I almost threw a party in the crib. I ain't gonna lie.
But don't worry. The best is coming up next.
But I tweeted out, "Thank you, Jeff Cobb," and he liked my tweet. So
don't worry, Jose. That doesn't even matter because up next, I tell you the greatest moment of. Okay, this wasn't the greatest moment. I was very upset. Tama Tonga 6 points beats Kazuchika Okada 14 points. Now, when I first started watching New Japan, I can ask Jose. Tama Tonga was like my favorite wrestler. He was. He was.
As a Sonata fan, may I kindly ask you why?
I don't know. It was the face paint and the long hair. It was just his look. I was.
Fair enough.
I was pulled in by the look that he had, and then obviously it became Okada. But what?
It was back and forth.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and he brought out the fucking Tonga speed, bro. And then Okada is just so technically gifted. And then at the end too, I was going back and forth, gun stun, and I think he laid him with the J driller or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was sick. and then
he used Jay Briscoe's move to win. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, and then he did a couple. I think he did one more. It was crazy, bro. But it was good. It's a big win. I think it's a big singles win for him.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole match.
My bracketed channels, man.
Oh man, I'm not even. I haven't looked at my bracket since. I'm not gonna, and I don't want to look.
We have to look. We have to look at.
We'll look at the end. We'll look at the end. Yeah.
Well, yeah, once everything's done.
And then results from A Block on 10/18.
Go ahead, man. I'm gonna say my words for after you're done.
Toriano beats Ishii, both with 10 points.
Okay, keep going.
He got Yano'd.
Yeah, he got
Shingo 13 points. And Yujiro 5 points. Ended in a draw via count out.
So Shingo technically wasn't eliminated still, but a draw doesn't. I mean, a win would.
It doesn't. Yeah, a draw doesn't help.
But a draw makes it kind of difficult.
Don't worry. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna rip it off gently and say it. Tongaloa beats Zack Sabre Jr. Tongaloa 6 points, Zack Sabre Jr. 12 points. Don't worry.
Zack Sabre Jr. really had a fucking breakout G1 Climax just to have it be done by Tongaloa, man.
But give respect to T. Give respect to T, bro. He had some good solid matches.
He's been great, man, but I can't believe it. I can't believe
it. No, don't you worry. You will never find a better ZSJ fan than me. And he went down bad. He's sold though. He kind of sold. He just fell on a losing streak.
I can't believe it, man.
And then to sum it all up, the main event: Kota Ibushi beats Kenta. 14 points. Kota Ibushi.
I can't believe this for the third straight year. Third straight year,
Kota. Fourth straight year. Ladies and gentlemen, for the fourth straight year, Kota Ibushi is going to become God.
Gato, listen. All right, listen. You don't know. Listen.
What's
all right, man?
What do you gain?
Listen, you know the Western fans is mad, right? But that's fine. Western fans don't live in Japan. With the Japanese fans mad at you, bro, you doing something wrong. they not fucking with this, bro. What was this, bro?
So Jeff Cobb and Kota Ibushi.
When will be Ishii's time, man? When?
He got Yano'd.
If you gonna make Zack Sabre Jr. lose, you could have let Kenta go in. Yeah, whoever the match probably not gonna be as good, but the match not always what matters. Sometimes you gotta get some new fucking faces in there.
When is Ishii gonna have his time, man? When?
No,
when is it gonna happen?
Yeah,
when is it gonna happen, man?
He needs to go to finals. He could show out in the finals.
How many more?
You sent Carl Anderson to the finals. You could send someone like Ishii.
You could have put Kenta in there.
Hey man, Hiroki Goto's been in the finals.
I would love Kenta to win that shit.
Hiroki Goto's been in the final.
But no, we getting this John Cena Kota Ibushi run, nigga.
No. This ain't John Cena. He's God. He's God. I don't know. He's literally God.
He on his John Cena bullshit.
I swear to God, if he wins another year, so help me God, if he wins another year.
Ship that nigga to AEW for a while. I don't want to see that nigga, man.
Yeah. What's
Put him to the States.
What's the song? It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
I don't want to see Kota Ibushi.
I don't. You know what?
Kota Ibushi is an amazing wrestler, amazing person.
Yes.
I'm glad that he overcame all that he's overcome, man. But
he's still had pneumonia, I'm happy for him, but
I have nothing else to add. I'm sickened.
Enough is enough, man. When is Ishii gonna eat, bro?
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's crazy.
Get somebody else a chance.
And
bro.
here's the thing: Cobb and Ibushi, right?
Listen, this
you're
is
running
gonna
that
be
match.
Okada and Ibushi. Go ahead and accept it. Accept it.
I just know if you're running Cobb and Ibushi, Ibushi's gonna overcome the monster Cobb. somehow, some way.
If this is all just setting up
I
for
just feel
Ibushi
it,
to
man.
take Shingo's title at Wrestle Kingdom, man, I'm gonna be sick.
The title that he never lost, he says. It's what's
I'm-
mine.
I'm,
You literally.
I'm gonna be sick to my stomach.
And you got the Brit fucker running around with a fake title, talking about Will Ospreay. I don't know what he got going on.
Will Ospreay is just such a non-factor in all of this, man. That like I just kind of shrug and say like,
we don't care about your fake belt, bro. Stop harassing me, man. You got hurt, nigga. What happened? He talking about some it's interim title. No, nigga, you got hurt.
You know what?
Please take the fake belt away.
I'd be really upset if this G1 had some more foreign from like AEW wrestlers. I'd be so upset right now. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's going back there again, but
he's probably not winning, to be honest. But
yeah, I mean, and it's like no one's gonna challenge him for the right, so he's gonna keep that shit through Wrestle Kingdom. That's no question. So you're getting one of these runs again.
Yeah, if you're getting one of these again, it's gonna be a 3-night fucking. It's gonna be a 3-night Wrestle Kingdom. I don't know why it's 3 nights of Wrestle Kingdom.
Just don't become God, man. Please, please.
Simply stop going Super Saiyan.
The more this happens, the when this happens, I'm like, damn, Naito really probably gonna win the block. Then this nigga going back.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Shout out to Naito.
Yeah, facts. But on that note, I think it's time we go ahead and wrap it up, get our final words in. Todd, we'll start with you. Todd, do you have any final words that you would like to say here this evening?
The Drip God ends the career of Edge in front of all of Saudi Arabia.
Jose, you have anything you want to add?
No, looking forward for the G1 final. Got to finish off in the B block and the final. And go Braves. I believe in you guys.
All right, 566.
Support women's wrestling, support black wrestling. Looking forward to the G1 final and go Braves as well,
And as for me, and on behalf of them, I also am looking forward to the G1 final. I'm not a Braves fan, so there's no go Braves.
Baseball's a fake sport that doesn't exist.
But we do appreciate you if you've listened this far. For listening to this beautiful, wonderful podcast that has had so many. This has been we've gotten so far down some rabbit holes in this podcast than we have the other three.
It's been a month.
But it's
crazy.
It has. Yes, we've been making podcasts for a month. This is our month anniversary. I love that for us. We should do something special for it. For the next episode, we should do something special.
You guys want to see Victory Road?
We're gonna be watching Victory Road 2011 live.
We're good.
Oh man, that is good, Todd. Beautiful idea, tremendous idea. That's what I would say. Tremendous.
Why would you even bring it up? What do you gain?
Well, brought it up because y'all brought up Zelina Vega. A part of one of the worst matches I've ever seen before in my entire life. She held a title belt like an axe, bro.
Man.
Anyway,
we appreciate everyone's listening. Please leave us a comment down below. Please support us by listening, by liking, by retweeting, by giving us any suggestions that you can, by giving us as much love as possible. Follow us on Twitter at 450splashwp. Go ahead and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like on there as well to help that algorithm, help more people see us, help more eyes be put onto us, and that's all we want. We want to entertain people and act like fucking idiots about wrestling. Our YouTube, obviously for listening on Spotify, is 450 Splash FM Wrestling Podcast. You can look us up. All of our podcasts are on there. And that's it. So we'll see you, sexy sumbitches, another time. Won't we? Yeah, you'll be back. We'll be back next week. Daddy will be back next week for you. Don't you worry, baby. Daddy will be. Okay. Sorry, my bad. See you.